talking to the Marine after Tuesday's broadcast. Of course, he commentates Starcraft 2, and he was just saying, that's what I didn't like about Wings of Liberty. Everyone always fought at 200, supply. Everyone always maxed everything out, but now we're able to see players succeed with earlier aggression, and it creates a lot more counterplay. It's about, do I also go aggressive? Do I defend? And, I think it's hard to, I think it's a good place where we're seeing these two players. Bomber has had a lot of success with his style, but so has Rain with his defensive kind of rock steady play. And we did see Bomber take down a map, but now Rain maybe continuing on his history of losing the first map and then coming all the way back, man.
Yeah, things are looking excellent for Rain. He is up 3-1 over his opponent, Bomber. I think Bomber's going to be feeling a little more shaky now because one more game and he is out with the OSL.
He's toast. And so close to tasting victory. He's standing right outside the door of the final stage, which, by the way, will be on August 10th in COEX Hall D in Seoul. So make your way out here. I also hear there's going to be really great events. One of them, if I've read correctly, involving looking for the Santa girl and getting presents from the Santa girl. So if you want presents from Santa,
I do.
You come to the Star League final.
I'll be there.
That is what you do. So that will be on August 10th at 5 p.m. here, but we're not done just yet.
Indeed.
Now, we're going to be going into, Whirlwind, and Bomber, we were talking about this. I think if Bomber can get his foot back in, then he's going to, because the next map after that is Guang'an Li, he's going to take it to set 7.
Indeed.
But if not, Rain, and so Rain really feels the pressure to shut it down now, say, win it clean, 4-1, but let's meet the players. Get excited, everyone, because the crowd is excited. I'm excited. Will Pash is excited. Kim
I am
Carrier
so excited.
And Go Rush is excited. We're all excited for this map number 5 between SK Telecom's Rain and StarTale's Bomber.
Oh, it's Rain with a pretty solid advantage right now. I completely agree. If we can see Bomber get his foot back in this match, we're going to see a Game 7. But if Rain's got something special prepared on this map, traditionally Whirlwind, not the greatest map ever for Protoss players when it comes to PvT. If he's got something special here, if he can make something work, he's going to win it, man, and he's going to be in the finals.
Oh, man, the map is loading up, Whiplash. I cannot wait to get into this game to see who continues on in this season of Star League, guys. Get ready, Rain versus Bomber. All right, so we're going to be kicking it off in the top right corner this time with the red Protoss. You hear the crowds cheering up. The crowd's gotten bigger, too.
Yeah.
But this Protoss is the man in the lead, 3-1. It's going to be SK Telecom's Rain. And now if we look at the mini-map a little bit closer this time, both of them, it's going to be Bomber in the top left with that blue Terran. Bomber really wanting to win this map to possibly force it to a map 7.
Yeah. I'm sure Bomber will be happy with these positions once he scouts his opponent.
Oh, yeah. And so, positions, so far we've seen mostly all cross spawn, and now Bomber maybe going to be happy. Of course, he needs to scout it out first before he can be joyful. But, both of these players, again, this season we rotate a lot of maps, and so the pool isn't that big. Both of them have good successes. Both of them 2-0 in this specific matchup, and that should be good news for everyone.
Yeah, indeed. So we're going to probably see aggressive play from Bomber. That is something that, we have to expect at this point. The question is, what kind of aggression? Is he going to go up to 3 bases and then do the SCV pull as, kind of patented move versus Protoss? He's done it in the past against Rain and as well in the series, but it hasn't worked out as well for him.
All right, man, we're thinking a lot of cartoons today, but he's like, well, now that we're here, I'm going to just keep cheering for Rain. Rain in the lead 3-1. I'm loving the comics. All the fans today are very happy, and I'm really happy to see, all the crowds here, and a lot of Korean fans actually cheering for Bomber, too, which Bomber hasn't had a lot of experience with before, so he should feel really good.
Oh, of course. All right, Rain is going to not scout his opponent early on. He's going to find Bomber in the last position. Bomber has been doing this style, you know, either going for the fast command center or one rack expand, just, you know, pretty economic builds overall, and, you know, he's just continuing down that path, very comfortable with those openings, of course, very standard things. On Rain's side, he's making that Zealot, he'll cancel it potentially at the last second.
And he's like, oh, find the similarity. Oh, this is actually for the event that Yellow was presenting on Tuesday. I wanted to figure that out, but I mean, for fun, find the similarity between those two players.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
They both won an OSL.
Okay, but I mean, a lot of people share that. So not everyone, of course not everyone, but a lot of people share that similarity. So I don't know if that's them, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And Mothership Core is out this time for Rain. And you were saying Whiplash. Bomber has had, other than on Anaconda, he's had some stable openings. He looked to be in the lead quite a few times.
Yeah, he did. Actually, I was so surprised how back and forth game number 4 was.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me, game number 3.
It was a lot of fun, but we're looking at the Pro and Zealot. So now they've deduced from process of elimination.
Oh, hold on.
Top left.
I think we're going to be seeing a good amount of aggression here from Rain. He could potentially end the game very early with these units.
Yeah.
There's no bunker for defense. Bomber, he's going to be forced to lift off that command center and put it back up into the natural, I think.
And a fan cheering for the Korean casters also. We all love your cheers, but yeah, the Mothership Core doing some damage onto the SCV. Now, some Marines are down.
Oh, he's going to have to pull SCVs to defend against this. Bomber, here he comes with the SCVs, the Marines behind. These 2 additional barracks, so when the extra Marines come out, I think he's going to have just enough units to defend. But he's still going to be taking a lot of economic damage. Yeah,
I mean, not only did he lose, 1 or 2 SCVs, but he's also losing so much mining time. So Rain doing the damage he needs, and this is the first time we've seen Rain be this aggressive in this match. Whiplash, and it's working out for him. He should be very happy. The Marines trying to push them back, losing a lot of SCVs to, the Time Warp comes in from the Mothership Core, and there go a lot of Marines.
That Mothership Core is going to have to get out of there. Look at the damage that has been done. We've already seen a good amount of SCVs get picked off. Bomber's entire plan has been just, completely, shut down at this point.
And 1 or 2, actually the Stalkers just keep on marching through one by one, and that's enough to actually leave that command center open, trying to light it on fire, but it's flying as fast as it can.
6 workers this early on. Oh, actually, this is a little bit weird from Rain. And Bomber gonna complete basically a wall in this position, pulling the SCVs. All right, Rain, he has to get out of there.
All right, so Rain is finally going to get out, but he's forced a lot of moves from Bomber. He forced Natural to go back, and all these people are so disappointed with Bomber's play, but he held through. He did hold through. He has a lot of Marines now. He's okay for now, but now Rain can set up camp with a tent right outside Bomber's base.
That's right. It's going to have a little barbecue out there, some Korean barbecue as he waits.
Love some Korean barbecue.
It's going to just camp out there for a little bit. Bomber forced to play very defensive for the time being. He's going to, I guess, try to go for a stim now. And the expansion was slightly delayed for Rain, but he did enough damage for it to be totally worth it. And he's going to have a lot of gateways behind this. 3 gateways in production. We're going to see a pretty strong follow-up on Rain's end.
Yeah, and Rain's just looking for that, right? He's still harassing, trying to whittle down some Marines. He's trying to make sure that he can stay on even footing or ahead to make sure he can continue pushing through. And this is very interesting to me, Whiplash, because so far, every time we are looking at a Reaper in production, but so far, we've seen this completely reversed. Bomber always forcing Rain to play defensive. That's what they both normally do.
Yeah.
Now they've completely swapped.
Ooh, even adding the sentries in, they're going to be able to force field off the ramp or segment units off. We have the factory being started now. Concussive shells instead of stim is going to be the first thing to complete here. And yeah, the Stalkers and the Mothership Core are going to have to get out of it there.
All right, the Mothership Core splitting off, making sure he can keep some vision.
Uh-oh. Okay, the Reapers. Oh, if the Reaper sees this. Oh my gosh, that may have just costed Bomber the game.
He did see the pylon, but he didn't see any of the units. And look
There's
at
no
all
bunkers
these
there.
sentries coming. The bunkers are now going down.
Look at the sentry count, Shobra. I'm not sure if there's going to be enough units from Bomber's end to deal with the amount of Zealot, sentries, and Stalkers here. And in addition, we're going to have at least 1 Time Warp available. Here we go. He's moving in with the force fields.
And there's protection from the sentries, and Rain trying to do all the damage. All these Marines and SCVs pushed away with those force fields, and the Mothership Core continue to give vision on there. Also safe. There's another Time Warp, making sure they have to funnel through slowly next to these force fields. The bunker, 1 is finished though, so can Rain continue pushing through? He's trying to go through the other side. The other bunker is going to get canceled. Loses the Mothership Core though.
This is extremely tense. Bomber, he has to defend here. He needs to be putting up additional bunkers at this point. He's going for a star puck behind this, getting his stim +1 attack. But Rain, his economy is in a very excellent position. He's already ahead, almost 20 supply over Bomber as well.
You know, I think Bomber is tunnel visioning on his own playstyle
this could be
now.
a Chobra.
The bunker is going to go down. The Marines get out of there, and there are the force fields splitting off Bomber's small army. SCVs being have to pull again, and there's a GG. Rain wins the series 4-1. Look at that guy. Says no to Bomber. I am the king. I'm the champion. I belong here. That's what he just said to him. Wow.
Rain has secured himself a second consecutive finals in the OSL. He's going to be playing against Maru.
Maru, who's the youngest Royal Roader. So this is a big match, but Rain has to feel really good for winning such an aggressive and strong Terran in the semis.
Yeah, the games, except for that last one, I felt like they were very close, back and forth. But that last game, Rain was just showing his dominance and also showing that he's not going to always play macro. He's going to, mix it up. He got very aggressive early on in the game. Bomber wasn't expecting that. And without any bunkers, just Bomber crumbled, man.
Oh, so this says this says Rain's first name Yoonjong. It says Yoonjong King, but Jong rhymes with King Sejong. If you guys know Korean history, he created the Korean language, the alphabet. And so comparing Rain to such a historical figure, this man loves him, and for good reason.
That's like comparing him to George Washington.
There you go. Yeah, really. And wow, so Rain gonna be very happy. I want to sit here and talk with you about that game, which I so do, but we'll have some time afterwards because I have to bounce.